What's up, golf noobs? Welcome back to the channel. Hey guys, so as promised, here comes somewhat of a letdown and somewhat of a review all in one. As promised, today we're going to be reviewing the Bushnell Ion Edge GPS golf watch. Had a great day today out on the golf course with Golf Noob's regular playing partners. A lot of fun. We got lucky. We got the weather to hold off. So I was super thrilled. Thought we were going to get a great chance to do some on-course filming and get you guys to review this watch. Then Golf Noob struck. I left my selfie stick at home, and the way things worked out today, I didn't have a cameraman. So between that and no selfie stick and this being my first in-depth review, let me be totally honest. I shanked the living shank out of it, guys. Not pretty. Not good. You guys deserve better. My apologies. I'm still a noob at this YouTube thing. And it shows. Days like today are real kick in the gut. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of this YouTube thing, and then I get knocked right down and fall flat on my teeth. So it's tough. So guys, I apologize. If I can figure out how to do this, if I can get a little better, bring my A game next time. It's been that kind of day, guys. Where did my clicker go? So as I was saying, hopefully I'll be able to get back out on course with the watch pretty soon, with a cameraman and the selfie stick and a little more time on our hands, and hopefully we can shoot you guys the in-depth review of this Bushnell Ion Edge GPS watch. I hope I can give that to you. But as promised, without further delay, I wanted to give you guys at least an impressions kind of type of review, a rundown of the watch, what I thought, how it performed out on course, the things I like, the things I don't like. So that I'm going to give to you now. It's not going to be as pretty, it's not going to be as snazzy, and it's not going to be nearly in-depth as I wanted. You're not going to see a lot of super in-depth reviews on this channel. You'll have to kind of go elsewhere for some of that, but I want to give you my general impressions on some things from time to time, and that's really what we're going to do today. That being said, I did want to get a little bit more in depth than what I'm going to wind up presenting to you guys today, but due to technical difficulties and somebody being an absolute noob at YouTube, unfortunately this is as good as I can do for today. All right. So without further ado, here we go. So guys, it's a pretty cool watch. The silicone rubber band is super soft. That was one of my first impressions. A lot of the watch bands on electronic smart watches, GPS golf watches, that sort of thing, a little more abrasive. This one is just buttery soft. Didn't aggravate or irritate my skin in the Florida humidity, so that was nice. You can see here the font is pretty good size. Okay, that's pretty cool. So the neat thing about this watch is you don't have a lot of buttons. You'll notice there's one orange button in the upper left-hand corner, and then the rest of it is simple touch screen. Okay. And of course it's lighting up, and the camera's not showing that either. Golly, guys, if I don't figure out how to use a camera soon, I don't know how this YouTube channel thing's gonna work. Okay, so it's all whited out. You guys can't see any of that, so that's useless. But it really is pretty user-friendly, guys. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. It's even even willing to go far enough as to say it's golf noob proof. Okay. Those of you who aren't aware yet, I suck at technology. I'm not very good at golf most days, and I'm camera shy. So I started a YouTube channel. All right, that's a natural progression of things. Okay, but this watch was very easy to use. It has quite a bit of features. You can track your shot. You can get distances to hazards, distances to front, middle, back of the green. So it gives you a variety of ways to plan your shots around the golf course with just a simple look at the wrist, okay? Which is really nice. I use 18 Birdies as a GPS app on my phone, and I can get all that same information on my phone. But then I have to lug around my iPhone 14, which is kind of cumbersome when you're wearing just golf shorts, okay? Well, let's face it, that's not really fun. So you're throwing it in and out of your pocket, you're throwing it in and out of a golf cart, it's just inconvenient. So I really prefer a watch. I think a watch is great. I have a rangefinder that I use, but a lot of times, especially in Florida, I got a whole stack full of pine trees or palm trees right behind the green, which makes it hard to shoot the flag, and make sure I'm hitting the flag and not some tree behind the green, especially when I'm more than 150 yards away. That gets really difficult, and that's where the watch comes in handy. I also trust but verify. It's nice to have the GPS distances on my watch and then shoot it with a rangefinder and then know for sure that that's my number. That sounds like it slows down pace of play, but I can shoot a yardage in about 5-6 seconds, and I can check my watch in a blink of an eye. So when you combine the two, I trust and verify, know for sure which club, which yardage, and then it's up to me to execute, which that's usually the part where I screw up. But yeah, it's real handy. Really enjoyed the watch, a lot of fun, very comfortable to wear. The font was easy to see, easy to read. The watch was very good at auto correcting to the next hole. I never had to manually adjust it. Even on some of the holes where the tee boxes were closer to the, where the greens were closer to the next tee box. A lot of times with the GPS units, you'll get a hole where you're walk off the green and the next tee box is right there, and then it won't advance. Only had a couple holes like that today at Cove K. The rest of them are pretty spread out. But the holes that were close together today, the watch auto advanced, and it was just absolutely brilliant. Didn't have to do anything to manipulate it at all. I found the scorekeeping option on the watch to be very good. It's a lot more user friendly than some of the golf apps that are out there. So I thought that was pretty cool. The battery life's outstanding. I've only managed to knock out one bar, and I played 27 holes today. We had an emergency 9. One of my regular playing partners is a snowbird. He's probably headed back to New York sooner rather than later, sadly. So both of us struggled a bit again as usual. So we got that emergency 9 in again. So I made it 27 holes. Had the watch on since about 8:40 this morning. So it's been almost 12 hours with the watch on and on my wrist. Now granted, it hasn't been in golf mode, or in the Bluetooth hasn't been on that entire time. But for telling time, it's accurate. It was really easy to set up. I definitely recommend you download the Bushnell Golf app and set the time that way. That's much more user-friendly than trying to manually set it from the watch. You can manually set it from the watch, but it looks like that's about 3 times more difficult than setting it from the app. The app is free. You download that from the App Store to your phone. Helps pair the device. Pairing the device is very simple. Took all of about 3 minutes. Worked really well. 3 minutes is also about the time it took for the watch to connect to the overhead satellites to tell me which golf course I was at and get me set up to play the first hole. So that's pretty good. My other GPS watch I had from Tech, it took about a good 8-9 minutes usually for me to be able to get the watch to connect to the satellites just so I could pick the course. And then from there, probably another 60 seconds or so to go from the course to the first hole. So the Bushnell Ion was definitely in every way, shape, form, and fashion superior to the Tech watch I had before. It's more comfortable, it's easier to read, it's more user-friendly. The yardages are better, it auto advances better. You can also click on the watch, just tap the screen and scroll over, and when you do that, it'll show you a green view and where the flag is. So say the flag is in the middle and you want the yardage to the front of the green because the flag's in the front. Click on the flag, drag it to the front, and it gives you the yardage to the front of the green, roughly where the flag stick is. That's a pretty cool feature, especially for those of you who do not have a rangefinder. I think that is worth its weight in gold. But guys, really simple, really fun, really simple to use. The charger that comes with it just snaps right on. It's magnetic. It did not come charged. It was dead as a doornail when I removed it from the box late last night after getting home from my double shift. But plugged it in, and when I woke up this morning, it was charged, locked, cocked, and ready to rock. Okay, so that was pretty good. Like I said, the batteries held up really well. But everything you need is just a swipe away. Okay, and the stuff you can't get to, like from just a swipe away, like shot tracker. You push the orange button after you hit a nice tee shot, and it'll track from where you start at the tee all the way out to your golf ball and let you know exactly how far you've crushed that bomb. And boy, guys, that's pretty rewarding. Got a chance to use that on the course a couple times today. That was a lot of fun. Had a little trouble figuring it out at first, but then moved to the orange button, and boom, it was easy. So that's really it, guys. That's the really neat thing. There's not a whole lot of buttons. Everything you need is a swipe away. Anything that's not a swipe away, you just press this orange button in the upper left-hand corner, and then boom, it takes you right into what you're looking for. It's very user-friendly, very intuitive. I only found it cumbersome in a spot or two, and that was just mainly because I wasn't used to the watch. I need to try and download the user manual. It comes with a quick start guide instead of a full user manual. Apparently you can get the full user manual downloaded from Bushnell's app, which I need to do because some of the, like when you read hazards and stuff, I couldn't figure out what they were trying to tell me as far as clearing the water, how far till the fairway ends, how far is the front bunker, how far is the green side bunker. That stuff was not as intuitive as I would have preferred. And I gotta honestly say that's my biggest drawback of this watch. I mean, they could have really done that down and made that whole process a lot simpler. You know, RFB, right fairway bunker, LFB, left fairway bunker. You know, that's pretty simple. Would have really preferred something like that. EOF, end of fairway, you know, 238. You know, that would have been good. I don't remember all the letter combinations off the top of my head. It's been a few hours since my round, but a lot of them were a little on the confusing side. But that's probably pretty minor, guys. It's something I can probably figure out just getting used to the device and reading the owner's manual. Okay, so no real big drawback there. That is literally the only complaint I have about this watch so far. It's definitely going in the bag, staying in the bag. Pretty good value. I mean, if you're looking for a value watch without all the fancy bells and whistles, just the meat and potatoes kind of GPS golf watch, guys, I can't recommend the Bushnell Ion Edge enough. I mean, if you're just a meat and potato guy like me, it doesn't really get much better than that. And these can be had for $149.99 every day of the week at multiple retailers. I got lucky, caught mine on sale at Dick's Sporting Goods I think it was last week before, for $99.99, and I had an in-store credit as well. So when you put that together, I walked away with this watch for 56 bucks, and honestly, it's probably the best 56 bucks I've ever spent on golf, guys. It's that good. So if you're thinking about the Bushnell Ion Edge and you want meat and potatoes and you're a simple, you know, low frills, just give me what I need, everything I need and nothing I don't, guys, the Ion Edge is the way to go. If you're a little more analytical, if you're looking for something a little more in-depth, maybe you don't have a rangefinder and you got to get every single piece of information you can from a watch, I'd probably suggest going to, you know, something like maybe one of the Garmin golf watches or maybe the Bushnell Ion Elite. Might be a good step up in that direction. But if you're looking for basic value, basic meat and potatoes, guys, can't recommend the Bushnell Ion Edge enough. So far, it's been a pretty fabulous addition to my arsenal, okay? The new putter was kind of a struggle today. That was the other secret weapon that you guys were supposed to hear about. You didn't see or hear much about it because doesn't seem to matter what I put with a sledgehammer, half mallet, mid mallet, slant neck, Andrew style, blade, plumber's neck, doesn't seem to matter. Right now, I can't make a putt to save my life. So, used to be the best part of my game, but right now it's just absolute garbage. So that's why you guys didn't see anything on that part of the new arsenal today. And again, guys, I apologize that the review did not turn out the way I did. I filmed a lot of stuff on the golf course, and I filmed it wrong. I filmed it poorly, and it's just not good enough to make the grade to present to you guys. But that being said, I know you guys were looking forward to seeing the review, so I wanted to post this. And along with my deepest apologies, apparently these review videos are going to be a lot harder to shoot than I thought. The other YouTubers make it look pretty easy. Apparently for Golf Noob, not that easy. So going to have to train and practice some more, and hopefully I'll get better at that as this channel moves along. But again, guys, sorry, nowhere near what I had in mind for this video. But I wanted to get this information out to you guys for those of you who may be shopping for a GPS device. Maybe you're shopping for a GPS watch especially, and you're having trouble trying to wade through the different options. So wanted to give you Golf Noob's opinion on this particular watch now that I own it, and kind of, you know, put my 2 cents in for whatever that's worth. But guys, thanks for sticking with me. Remember, we're going to get to 250 subscribers. We're going to have that next giveaway. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but we'll figure out something cool. So tell your golf buddies, like, subscribe, stick around, and more fun stuff to come. All right? Till next time, Golf Noobs. Later.